the steering wheel while you're driving, the 458, headlight ng 458 moves with the steering wheel. See that? Cool feature. May hangin ba sila dyan? Alright, hello and welcome to a new video. Sorry, I'm just filming with my iPhone ngayon, pero hello, welcome. As you can see, we have a very peculiar car here. This is a 458 Spider, and this 458 Spider is going to be our next wide body project. This actually belongs to our one and only Boss Angie Mead King. First of all, Boss Angie, maraming salamat for trusting Fitment Engineering for your airsus needs. And of course, we're going to discuss in this video on how we will be doing this car. We're going to be vlogging and documenting the process on how to bag a Ferrari. It's going to be actually mas madaling gawin than most cars. You'll be surprised if you watch our previous videos. Actually, in-explain ko na sa inyo kung gaano kadaling gawin ng Ferrari laban sa mga ibang kotse. Pardon the quality, medyo kulang ako sa lighting here kaya medyo grainy yung video. I forgot my camera. Pero yes, we will be doing this air suspension project with Boss Angie. Had it here on our secret area. Tinakluban ko muna ng car cover so it doesn't get dusty. Tomorrow will be the start of this build. I'm gonna walk you around the Ferrari, start her up para hindi siya malobat. And then of course, we have our struts here ng A-Rex. Okay? We actually removed the rear bumpers. The bumper is here. Okay? We're actually going to find locations for her para makakuha tayo ng magandang pwesto ng compressors. She wants the compressors out from the front kasi she needs space for travel. Yun ang ating major hurdle dito. We need to occupy the backside or yung bumper area. Maglalagay tayo ng components here. Yun yung ating pinaka parang summary. We were supposed to actually put the tank as well here, pero as you can see, wala tayo masyadong space. Okay? So, yun yung ating parang complication sa build na to. Pero I'm always up for the challenge and Boss Angie is always pushing me to how much I can do. Okay? So maraming salamat sa ating one and only Boss Angie. Let's start up her car. Check muna natin baka lobat na yung kotse. We don't want that tomorrow kasi we're gonna build a car. And it's indeed a Ferrari 458 Spider. Hindi nyo kita yung engine bay because the canopy will go inside this area. So tingnan natin. Let's actually see that. So starting up the car, medyo weird mag-start na Ferrari. You'd think it's a turnkey, pero the key is just to engage the ignition system. Everything lights up. Wait for it, and there's a shiny engine start button here. Of course, press the brakes and then let her rip. So that was a bit of a hard start. So we need to establish the voltage again. Mababa na. So Ferraris are actually very parasitic in nature. Check lang natin mawala lahat ng ating mga codes. And this is very common for Ferraris na hindi nawawala agad yung mga fault codes. And then once it clears out, there we go. We only have a TPMS error for the tires, but that's very simple. Okay, so of course it's a Spider. Let's actually show you guys that feature. Boss Angie, let's actually open your Spider. The backside is actually engaging muna. And there we go. Alright. So overall, this is my third Ferrari build. Maraming salamat sa first two Ferrari builds namin. This is going to be a very exciting project for me. Of course, it is Boss Angie's personal Spider. So, just admiring the car. Baba muna tayo, letting the engine warm up. We need to prep the car for tomorrow. So, chinecheck ko na lahat kung may kulang ba ako. We're going to have to strip some parts of the front and then we'll show you. Alright, continuation ng Ferrari 458 ni Boss Angie. On the last part, nakita nyo ako nagva-vlog lang with the iPhone. Medyo grainy yung footage natin, so sorry about that ahead of time. But skipping and fast forwarding a few days later, a week later pala, we're actually done with the Ferrari. Pwede na natin ibaba to. I wasn't able to vlog the mocking up of the struts kasi Boss Angie was here and we filmed the video for her. So if you want to check that part, let's see kung kailan niya ma-upload yung video na yun. And I'll just link it down below kung paano namin minock up yung mga parts niya. If you want to watch how we planned out yung gusto niya mangyari sa 458 na ito, I suggest you check it out on her channel. For now, let's have a progress report on the Ferrari. Ano mga nangyari na sa ngayon so far. So, the struts are actually inside the car na. If you're wondering, the struts are in, okay? Going here. All 4 struts nakakabit na. And of course, we pulled out the old struts here as well. We're almost done with the build. Nakakabit na yung endo natin. We have an endo tank here na meron siyang compressor sa loob. Okay? This is actually her backup compressor. This will not be her mainline compressor. We're gonna have a compressor na external na gagamitin niya at gagamitin niya ng gagamitin hanggang mabugbog yung compressor na yun. If that compressor dies, the internal compressor Wabco will run. So, yeah, we just mounted the tank here kasi yun ang gusto ni boss. On her video, you'll see that kung saan natin minakap lahat yun. We actually wanted to mount the compressor na external sa rear bumper back then. If you watch the first part of the video, dapat dito siya. Okay? Pero we weren't able to do that kasi hindi talaga kasya. No matter where I put it, hindi kasya. Pero, lo and behold, meron kami nakuhang space na hindi namin expect. And dito siya sa may fender. Sa harap ng fender. Papi, suyo nga ako. Patingin ako. Let's show the audience. May ilaw ba tayo dyan? Can you put a light, please? So, zooming in, you'll actually see meron tayong big space na pwede natin lagyan ng compressor. So, dyan namin balak ilagay yung compressor ni Boss Angie na external. The main compressor will be this compressor that will be placed here kasi mas matibay siya. It's an external compressor by Viair. Ang challenge lang kasi sa atin ni Boss Angie is to occupy less space sa may front area. Doon. So, nakita namin to, butas pala to. Meron siyang air na pumapasok using that fan. May cooling siya, that's what I want to say. So, yung ating radiator, hihigop ng hangin para malamigan yung radiator. At the same time, malalamigan yung ulo ng compressor natin. So, that in turn will be both beneficial for us kasi meron tayong pwedeng taguan ng pwesto ng compressor. At the same time, pwede natin siyang mapalamig gamit yung passive air na papasok dyan. So, that being said, ito na yung bag sa unahan ulit. We're just going to finish up mounting everything. The boys are actually doing that now. Pretty happy with the setup kasi sobrang linis naman lagi nung gusto natin mangyari for the client cars. Especially kung ang coaching ito ay kay Boss Angie King. So, Boss Angie, here's the progress for your car so far. We will be able to see the full drop of the car. Of course, I have to test drive the car tomorrow, but the goal is to finish the car today. We need to do a leak test mamayang gabi as well. So, yeah. Ito nga pala yung compressor. So, ito yung bracket na ginawa namin from an endo mount, exo mount rather. Papi, Egup, suyo nga ulit ako. So, this is a compressor mount right here. You're gonna have to paint it na lang later on, pero the goal is to mount it here. Okay? I don't know if you can see it, pero yeah. The compressor will obviously face inward, hindi siya sa palabas. And that in turn will finish the job. And then, mamamount na natin yung compressor. This is from our compressor sets. So, we just bended it properly to spec na gusto namin. And then, we're going to mount it there. It's going to be a weird setup, pero trust me, it's not stupid if it works. Okay? So, fast forward tayo later pag malapit na natin ibaba yung kotse. For now, the power of editing will take you there na lang. Hello! Welcome back! So, fast forwarding a few hours, the Ferrari is ready to go down on the floor. Hindi ko masyadong magawa ng platform ng format to na maayos kasi as you can see, tayo na ang dami kong ginagawa. We have an RCF here, accent, meron pang brillo sa labas, wild shit going on. So, ngayon, let's have an update for the Ferrari. Paanda rin na natin lahat. Everything's ready. Hindi mo na lang kinabit yung isang side na yon because I'm gonna show you something really cool. The challenge for this car was to put the compressor sa labas. Somewhere we can actually save space for Boss Angie. Let me just brighten up the shot. There we go. So the Ferrari is ready to go down now. Gagawin natin ngayon is papakita ko sa inyo kung paano kami mag-switch ng compressors. And to do that, I'll show you the inside compressor muna here. So, na-explain ko na to kanina. Ready na to. Okay? The boys did the liberty to do everything na. Ready to drop na tong kotse. This is the external compressors. Let's actually engage everything. And of course, sabi ko din kanina, meron din compressor tayo dito. The system is already, mocked up and ready na to go. So the first compressor, paandarin mo natin yung compressor na isa. First compressor is this one. Okay? I don't know if you can hear it, pero this internal compressor is working right now. Hindi mo maririnig kasi nga it's an endo compressor. So it's doing its job really well. Okay? Ngayon, let's go to the... Oh yeah, by the way, you can actually change your compressors using the app. So we're using compressor number 2, which is the internal compressor dito. And then, the external compressor ni Boss Angie, yung kanya compressor number 1, is inside. We can actually engage that right now. Let's try. Of course, you need to drain the compressors a bit. So, this is the external compressor working inside the fender liner. And then, of course, I can turn it off. I can turn it back on using the app, and I can switch between 2 compressors, compressor 1, compressor 2, and I can have both running if I want to. If I like it to be really fast engaging compressors, okay? So yan, nasaraduhan na natin to. Ito yung special challenge ni Boss Angie sa amin to find a place to mount the compressors nang hindi maaabala yung space niya. So, let's drop down the Ferrari and let's actually see. All nice and cleaned up. Hindi pa namin binabalik yung fender liner sa unahan because we might need to check on the compressors. So while we're doing that, okay, here's the full setup on its full glory na. Everything's cleaned up. The wiring's all pretty. I'm pretty sure Boss will love this layout. So it's a bit asymmetrical kasi we don't have a center mounting system para sa endo na to. As you can see, the bolts are, you know, on the left and the right. So we have to choose. So I use the left side because there's a light here. So, yeah. Here it is. And we're going to start up the car and let's try to test everything first. This is the maximum air up of the car. Quite tall, pero let's see. Let's reverse it up and let's go. Testing the roof. Kasi ayaw bumukas ng roof. Okay, sagad mo lang, Jomar. Keep going. Eh, gilang. Tataas yung windows. There we go, Joms. Thank you. He's gonna reverse it for us para meron tayong cinematic shot. Okay. Kanina kasi, boys and girls, ayaw tumaas ng roof. Weirdly enough, the roof won't, the roof won't open kung spider siya. It won't open if the car's jacked up. It can't. Yung chassis nagfe-flex. Okay? I don't know if you can imagine that, pero it doesn't want to. So, I'm gonna reverse up the car and let's see. The tires are a bit, deflated. So, yeah, kailangan talagang labas muna natin and let's see. Alright, we need to clean up this shit, man. Ang dumi. Alright, let's focus on the car. Car's looking great. Okay? Here we go, finally. Oh, pang thumbnail natin to, boys. Finally done. Finally done, and we're going to work on the presets muna, and we're going to focus on test driving the car tonight, tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So, sige, ang gawin muna natin ngayon is check everything. Let's drop the car first. Jomar, straight lang manibela, ha? Let's drop it. I don't know if you can see it, but let's try to drop it. There we go. Fully dropped on the floor. Here it is. 458 Spider. Slam to the floor. Okay. Let's check the front drop. Okay. This is the rear drop. I don't know if you can see it. Let's try to brighten it up. Looking good so far. Ayos. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking talaga. Anyway. Let's bring out the Ferrari. Pahanginan natin yung goma. Let's see. That's a very dirty Ferrari indeed. Ah, dumi oh. Alright, so ngayon, we're gonna have to put some, hanginan muna natin yung kotse. Yun muna ang gawin natin. First order of business, hanginan yung kotse at malambot ang goma. And we have to test drive the car anyway as well. So, oh my God, I don't like driving cars like this. Napaka nerve-wracking talaga mag-drive ng kotse ganito. Patingin ako dyan ha. Shit, bro. Am I too low? Let's see. Wala naman lagutok so far, so that's good. is this actually working? Out of order, bro. Look at this. This is actually a cool feature. I don't know if you can see it. Or you saw that? When you're moving the steering wheel while you're driving, the 458 headlight ng 458 moves with the steering wheel. See that? Cool idea. Cool feature. May hangin ba sila dyan? So apparently, pag naka-taas yung roof, the fucking roof is creaking like shit, no? Boss Angie, you need to know about that. Pag nakataas yung bubong mo, it's like creaking like a bitch. So you'll be forced to drive this car top-down talaga. That's something na may enjoy mo naman yung top-down experience kasi you're gonna hate the top-up experience talaga. It's creaking going there up to here sa shell. Ang lakas ng creaking sound like that's the top, yun yung roof niya. Fucking hell. So the battery is almost depleted. What we're going to do now is just test it off camera and we're just putting air on the car kasi it was sitting on the shop for 2 weeks, di ba? So it took some time for us to do it kasi ang daming specifics ng build na to. Have to hide the compressors, have to have a very very small footprint. So lahat ng yun, finactor in namin, so pinag-aralan muna namin. So something na, hindi naman pwedeng gawin na isang click lang eh. So once again, thank you for Boss Angie for trusting us to build the car. Disclaimer, we're not driving the car for fun. We're actually very nervous right now. Are you? I'm quite nervous, man. Putang ina. So this is part of the job. We have to drive the car. As you can see, I'm stressed out kasi ang hirap mag-drive ng kotseng ganito. Sobrang traffic pa, ang daming, daming gusto sumingit, masisingitan pa ng motor. So there's a possibility na magka-problema pa tayo. It's not always a fun time to drive a car that's not yours, especially if it's 17 million pesos, di ba? So it's very nerve-wracking. So ngayon, thank you nga pala sa, oh shit, do you have cash, man? Wala akong pang abot, brand. We don't even have fucking license. Dude, tangina ka. Sige, anyway, we're gonna have to cut the video. And yeah, let's actually vlog tomorrow.